Hi guys, Paris the Polyglot here. Welcome to Sentences. Hopefully you've already seen my prequel, the French alphabet. Now we're going to put pronunciations together to form sentences. This should be a relatively short video because sentences as a whole are a lot less complex than all those silent letters and nasals. At the end, I'm going to include an extra section on poetry and songs in French. Lastly, there will be some pronunciation practice to put together everything you've learned so far. Fluency, here we come! While English is a stress-timed language, meaning that one syllable in the word gets most of the emphasis, French is more of a syllable-timed language, meaning all syllables should get more or less an equal amount of emphasis. However, in most words, the default stress falls on the last syllable. So, for example, beauté sounds a bit more like beauté than beauté. It's beauté, heureusement, aller, possible, rentre, participe. Note that if something ends in LE or RE, that L or R sound becomes part of the syllable right ahead of it. So far, I've only been able to find a handful of words that break the rule of emphasis on the last syllable. These words are deuxième and troisième. Although, because of the way French is pronounced, sometimes it could be deuxième or troisième. There are two types of intonation in French. Intonation that starts high and goes low, or intonation that starts low and goes high, woo. For sentences, you can talk high until you reach the period, and then you go low. So, for the first sentence, we have Je rentre à la maison. You'll see how it goes high for rentre à la, and then at zon, it just drops. For questions, question words and question marks have rising intonation. So for the second sentence, tu rentres à la maison, you'll see at the question mark it goes up. And the last sentence, quand est-ce que tu rentres à la maison? You'll see that quand goes up and it dips a little bit before maison, and then it goes back up. Finally, lists also have rising intonation on every comma. J'ai du pain, du fromage, et du chocolat. French is known for being the language of romance and poetry, and for good reason. With the liaison, words are able to slide together. In order to tell if you need a liaison, the last letter of one word must end in a consonant sound, and the first letter of the next word must start with a vowel sound. When the S, D, or nasals is the last letter in your word, the sound also changes, as you can see by the boxes below. In example number 1, we have the word les and autres. So to add the liaison, we would say les autres. For the second sentence, we have les and hommes. So to say it together, we'd say les hommes. Finally, the third sentence does not have a liaison. It's il veut ouvrir la porte. Il veut ouvrir la porte. Veut and ouvrir both have vowel sounds, so that's why the liaison does not work here. Well, for beginners, it's good enough to remember consonant plus vowel rule. More advanced speakers should know the specifics. So on the left side, we have when to use. Our examples are ses enfants, elles ont, bon enfant, and il est allé. On the other side, there are no liaisons. We have le brebis est jaune, Paris est belle, jaune et ombré, arc-en-ciel, les haricots, les haricots, les 11 du mois. The middle circle here represents liaison that you could use, but sometimes people that use them come off as intelligent and sometimes they come off as snobby. So in the beginning, it's just better to forego all of these. For the super advanced French students who want to go out into the world and start learning songs and poetry, you must keep in mind that songs and poems are pronounced completely different. Every single E that isn't at the end of the line is pronounced. Terre becomes terre. Je chante becomes je chante. and j'ouvre la porte becomes j'ouvre la porte. However, if the sound right after this E is a vowel, the second vowel will overlap, so the E will not be pronounced once again. So if we're going to read this poem by Charles Baudelaire in regular French, it would be L'amour est une rose, chaque pétale une illusion, chaque épine une réalité. Now, if we're going to read it as if it were actually a poem, it would be L'amour est une rose, chaque pétale une illusion, chaque épine une réalité. So you'll see that it's completely different, and this is to help singers keep with the beat and to make it flow more for poems. Congratulations! You are now fluent in everything you would need to know to be able to pronounce French perfectly. Just to practice, we're going to go over a few of the more tricky words, as well as some easier words mixed in between. So let's start at the top. You can repeat after me, or you can guess first, and then you can repeat after me. Heureux, heureux. Écureuil, écureuil. Préféré, préféré. Océan Pacifique, océan Pacifique. Arc-en-ciel, arc-en-ciel. L'esprit d'escalier, l'esprit d'escalier. Probable, probable. Now moving on to sentences. Don't forget intonation and don't forget liaison. Les 8 choses qu'on doit faire aujourd'hui sont difficiles. Les 8 choses qu'on doit faire aujourd'hui sont difficiles. Je voudrais un croque-monsieur, une baguette et 2 fromages. Je voudrais un croque-monsieur, une baguette et 2 fromages. Si tu avais gagné la loterie, qu'est-ce que tu ferais avec l'argent? Si tu avais gagné la loterie, qu'est-ce que tu ferais avec l'argent? Cet homme bien âgé, c'est bien nager. Cet homme bien âgé, c'est bien nager. Les chaussettes de l'archiduchesse sont-elles sèches ou archi-sèches? Les chaussettes de l'archiduchesse sont-elles sèches ou archi-sèches? Well, we're at the end. You made it through the entire French language. That wasn't so hard, was it? If you have any questions or recommendations for my next video, leave a comment below or message me directly at paristhepolyglot@gmail.com. Hope to see you in the next one. À bientôt!